bad nicknames to people.
Nah.
What can I say? There's a correction here for you, Mr. Austin.
Always for me.
This is from John Wayward Willis. Your AK-47 joke was funny, but wrong. Arkansas is abbreviated AR. Alaska is AK.
Okay, so substitute AK-47 for AR-15, and the joke's still funny.
Ooh! Look at you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still works.
Very good. Okay, so that ends Twitter time.
Mercifully.
Yeah, we'll take one more break, and we'll take another break. We'll come back, and we're going to talk a little bit about the upcoming midterms for a couple minutes,
right.
just to give everybody a preview. All right?
Sounds good.
Hey, listener, Dutch here from Voice from the Underground, the podcast. My co-host and I want to invite you to check out our little corner of the podcast verse. At Voice from the Underground, we talk about all the crazy happening around us and try to make a little bit of sense out of the nonsense with little to no results. If the idea of hearing three semi-intelligent, outspoken nerds talk about politics, social issues, current events, sports, movies, pretty much anything that we decide to talk about because, well, it's our show, appeals to you, grab your shovel and come on down to the underground, and then consult a qualified psychotherapist. Find us wherever you get your podcasts, just not where you buy your weed.
Voice from the Underground.
Welcome back to the Dowcast.
No.
Yes, Austin. Embrace the Dowcast, Austin. Embrace it.
I feel like that's what Peter Dow's wife's parents said on their wedding day. It's like, guess we're just going to have to embrace the Dow.
Oh my God.
It's happening.
It's awesome.
I feel like I've forgotten
What?
to say something too to all the listeners. Vote.
Oh yeah. We haven't said that at all,
No.
actually. Short-term memory. What'd you just say?
Vote.
Oh, okay. All right. What?
Vote.
Now, let's actually have a serious conversation because
About
this
voting?
voting and the midterms in general.
When are they supposed to vote again?
November 6th.
Right.
Check your polling locations. Most start like 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning,
And then
whatever time you're at.
Take your pretty self there.
Yep,
and vote.
and vote. It's really simple. Most states,
and vote for the ones who aren't racist.
Yes,
And vote.
and then if they are, just make sure that they're racist with a Democrat next to them. Listen, I'm not being picky right now. We're in a very important time in our fucking lives.
Yeah.
If the Democrats don't win the House, there's no more beating around the bush, okay? If the Democrats don't win the House, Trump will ruin this country. He has 2 years
Look,
left.
nobody beats a Bush.
No one beats Bush except Jeb, because he's a terrible Bush.
Please clap.
If Trump has 2 more years of Republican control, we are all in fucking trouble.
Yeah.
It's not a joke. It honestly is not a joke.
Seriously. Vote.
So you have to vote. And if you are voting and you're annoyed by us telling you to vote because you know you're voting, fine.
Vote.
Make sure you get people who are not normally going to vote to go vote. And then make sure you tell them to vote Democrat down the line.
And take a picture of yourself after you voted, and then we will grant you immunity from having to hear us say vote ever again.
Yes. No, I will.
Just kidding. You're going to hear it every time.
You're going to hear it every time. We have to win back the House.
But seriously, after you voted, if you want to snap a selfie and tweet it at us, we'll retweet everybody who.
We will definitely do that. That's for sure.
And we'll give you the Dowcast star of fame.
There you go.
Executive order.
There you go.
And I said Dowcast.
Yes, you did.
Me.
It's very important, guys and gals. We have to win something here. Now, it looks like the Democrats are poised to win more seats as governors and the House. That doesn't mean it's a guarantee, though.
No,
and we found that out in 2016.
Yeah.
We are going to be focusing on a lot of key races. Sarah Smith, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez are 2 of the many, many examples.
Yep.
We're going to focus a lot on Pennsylvania, a lot on New York, a lot of the battleground states.
I'm not sure what in New York we're going to focus other than AOC. I don't know.
Well, there's so much going on next Tuesday. It's not just Senate, House, state, and stuff like that. There's a lot of referendums.
Well, and Attorney General, exactly. We'll be watching that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot like New York. Apparently, isn't there a vote for legalizing marijuana in New York or something like that?
Oh, I don't think so. I wish there were.
I thought there was something like that. I don't know. But there's states that are doing a lot with minimum wage. There's a lot of votes for raising minimum wage. And those are other stuff that we've been focusing on for 2 years now. So we'll be focusing on that as well. I don't know. It does look like the Democrats are not going to win back the Senate. You've been right all this time. They actually might even lose seats, apparently.
Yeah, they have a 1 in 6 chance.
Yeah. So it's probably not going to happen. House looks pretty good from polls. I use Real Clear Politics mainly.
Yeah, I mean, that or 538 are usually pretty accurate.
Yeah. And Real Clear Politics has the Democrats possibly losing 2 seats, or 1 seat now, to the Republicans in the Senate, possibly picking up 26 seats in the House, and possibly picking up 7 seats for governor. So a lot of big moves. Even Ohio is looking to elect a Democratic governor too.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Cordray, he's up by 2.7 on the national Real Clear Politics polls. Gillum is up by 2.7 as well.
That's very exciting down in Florida.
That's very exciting. Yep.
I know some progressives are upset with Gillum, and I understand what you're saying, but I mean that state, if it has Democratic governor, that is a huge shift.
We don't have the ability right now to be picky.
Yeah, unfortunately,
we just don't. Like, of course, we want progressives to win. Of course, we want that, but we cannot not vote for a centrist Democrat right now. I hate to say it. I really do.
And I'm not even sure that Gillum's a centrist. He's just not as liberal, or he's not as progressive as he originally came off.
Right.
And then again, he could win and could be. Like, we don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
No. My guess would be that he's not, but
he's probably more of a centrist, and it doesn't matter because for Florida, that's pretty progressive.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of things that we have to kind of put away for now. We stop Trump with a win in the House. We start investigating Trump with a win in the House. Granted, the Democrats are going to fuck up, and they're going to put probably Nancy Pelosi, the most unpopular politician in this country, in charge of the Democrats of the House. The Speaker of the House is going to probably be Nancy Pelosi again because she did such a great job the first time. But again, we just can't really nitpick. By the way, Nancy Pelosi's favorable rating is 27%.
There you go. Okay, well, here's an interesting tidbit for New York voters. So if you're in New York and you think the Democrats have it all sealed up in New York, so don't bother voting, vote, because just this interesting, it's very small. And like compared to other states, it's not groundbreaking, but there's a New York campaign finance city charter amendment that would limit the amount that candidates can take if they are running for office, and it is designed to increase public funding for people who run for office, allowing people who aren't rich to be able to run for office. So that'll be the first ballot initiative. So
wow, very cool.
If you're interested in that, vote, please. Even though most likely the Democrats will win all the other races, but
right. According to Real Clear Politics, again, November 1st, that's today when we're recording, Cruz is up by 3 on O'Rourke, which is in the margin of error, which I believe is 5% on these polls, the national average.
Yep.
So that's good. Bob Casey from Pennsylvania is up by 15% over Lou Barletta, which is such a relief to see because Lou Barletta is a scary human being.
Oh my God, is he scary.
Elizabeth Warren's up by 22%, so she's probably going to win right off the bat.
And Joe Manchin, the Republican governor in that state, is up. I don't understand you, Massachusetts.
Yeah, Massachusetts is weird. Like, they elect so many Democrats, and their governor seems to always be Republican.
Yeah, I don't understand.
And this Republican is winning by 40-something%?
Yeah.
It's absurd.
Yeah, it is absurd.
By the way, Joe Manchin is now within the margin of error. He's only up by 5%. The margin of error is 5%.
Wow.
So, even
If
West
he lost,
Virginians
he
are
would
getting
be a
tired
big
of him.
loss. Yeah.
I mean, there's another senator from Tennessee has now entered the margin of error. A Republican last name Blackburn is only up by 4%. So within the margin of error. A couple of Republicans are starting to get closer and closer and closer. Ted Cruz has lost 2 percentage points according to the national average of polls in the last 3 days.
And now that he may have killed somebody and sent out his most recent cipher, he really should not be able to win.
Yeah, what the fuck is he doing, man? Like, you're running for re-election and you're playing around like that. Like, I get it. I get it. It's to show, hey, I get the joke. Haha, I'm cool.
No, I don't think he gets the joke. I think he killed somebody. And he sent out that cipher to the world. He used to send it to the police in the 60s, or in the 70s, rather. Mm-hmm. But now that we have the internet, he can just post it for the whole world to see.
God, you're funny.
And people don't believe he's the Zodiac killer. They think it's a joke. It's not a joke. Ted Cruz killed somebody, and he's bragging about it now on social media. Let's not elect him. Okay? Texas? Don't vote for the serial killer.
Oh, my God. I guess the Republican governor of Colorado is now losing by 5 points to the Democratic challenger Polis.
Good, I think.
Tom Wolf, Pennsylvania, he's up by 26%.
Just for all those people who are like, he's not that popular. He's fucking popular. People like him here in Pennsylvania.
Yeah. No, and you know why? Because he's not perfect by any means, but he had a platform, especially with education, and he stood with it.
I think I like him more than I like fucking Cuomo in New York.
Yeah. And if you're not from Pennsylvania, you don't understand how delayed our state is. I mean, we weren't allowed to buy alcohol on Sundays for a long time since Prohibition. And Tom Wolf comes in, and guess what? You can buy alcohol not just on Sundays, but you can buy it in grocery stores, which is a huge upgrade.
And people like in every other state from the 1970s are like, yeah, we know.
Yeah, I know. You have the alcohol that delivers. But we're making
it's amazing.
And Wolf has been doing all of this with Republicans controlling the state, which is probably not going to be the case come November 7th.
Because of the new map.
Mm-hmm.
That was just once again shot down by the Supreme Court. They challenged to it.
It's over. Yeah,
so
it's
poor
over
Republicans. Now we have to actually run on a platform that people vote for. This sucks.
And just one more, because I don't want to overwhelm with numbers here, but the Massachusetts governor, Baker, he's a Republican, he's up by 43% over his Democratic challenger. It's
what
weird.
The fuck, Massachusetts?
Yeah, I don't know how that happens. He's got to be a centrist Republican, I'd imagine. They definitely don't have a far-right Republican, I'd imagine, right?
Yeah, they must not. And I mean, I don't know.
Weird. It's weird.
I don't know.
It's really weird for such a liberal state.
Because they legalized pot in that state, but I think it was a ballot measure, so he wouldn't have been able to stop that anyway.
Right.
So I don't know.
Maybe their Republicans up there are different Republicans. I don't know. I don't know. If somebody's from Mass, tell me if you like Baker as a governor. Maybe he does a good job for the state. I have no idea. I don't live there, and I'm not going to because I know their taxes are really high.
You know what the crazy thing is?
What?
I found out that the taxes in New York are actually less than they are here in Pennsylvania.
Oh, wow.
Because I'm getting my small business stuff together. So thank you, Republicans. You should be worshiping me now.
Yeah,
I'm a small business owner.
Jeez,
like your fabled superhero every time you want to cut taxes. But yeah, actually in New York, the taxes for small businesses end up being like 26.2%, and in Pennsylvania, they're 29%.
Damn, that's crazy.
So for all those people that say, one of those high-tax states like New York, it's not. And we still have a lot of great social programs. That's what good government does. Yeah. Except for you, Andrew Cuomo. You suck.
Yeah, I mean, your leaders there are not the greatest.
Well, I like de Blasio. I think he does a good job.
No, other than I meant like government officials.
Yeah.
Not the mayor. I mean,
the mayor does a good job.
Not too bad. Yeah.
And in New York, the city council's not terrible. It's mostly in Albany. That's the problem we have.
Yeah, same for Pennsylvania. It's Harrisburg that's a big part of our problem. I mean,
I don't know, though. The people who run Stroudsburg and Allentown and Bethlehem, are they that great?
I don't know enough about them.
Yeah, exactly.
I live in the backwoods enough where it's like I don't really. I don't really care. I did find out though that with the redistricts, I get to vote for Susan Wild.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, which is pretty cool.